Where do I start? Just have to dedicate this video to God who made this possible. So, first and foremost, somebody shout hallelujah. Yes, so Utube, because this UK place, this UK driver's license will show you Pepe. Pepe, if you've been on this route, you understand what I'm talking about. So, without much ado, let's go right into the video. Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Obelicious and today I have good news to share. Before I share this good news, I want to say something. You see, a lot of people come online and talk about when things go well. Oh, I passed my driver's practical driving test. I got a job, I bought a car, I got a house. Behind all of those things, there were a lot of struggles, a lot of sweat, a lot of blood, a lot of cry. A lot happen behind the scene. What you're seeing is just the finished product. So don't look at yourself and ask yourself, when's my turn going to come? What am I doing wrong? My dear, you're probably not doing anything wrong. It has just not clicked yet. So keep working hard, keep striving hard. This video is to encourage anyone going through anything similar, either related to this or not. It's an encouragement. I'm currently working from home today, and I'm still going to talk about this job and how God blessed me with this job. I have a lot to share, but let's focus on this one. So, in my last video, I mentioned some things that you should have as soon as you come into this country, and one of it is getting UK driver's license. I've had job offers in the past that came with official cars, and I kid you not. But the only thing that stopped me from getting those jobs was because I didn't have UK driver's license. I've had opportunities, not just me, even my husband. We've had these opportunities that just passed us by. And if you have kids, it's even a no-brainer. You need to have UK driver's license. It's mandatory. It's important. It's not even luxury. So let's not overflog it, okay? So let's go right into it. Now, if you want, before I go into it, let me not forget my manners. Guys, welcome back to my channel. I know. I've not even been posting videos so much so that I've forgotten my manners. Please forgive me. Welcome back to my channel. Let's do the housekeeping. If you're new here, I have just beat a bestie now, So click on that subscribe button, like, share, comment, and if you're a returning subscriber, you guys know you're the real MVP. I really, really love you, and I did not take you coming here to watch my videos for granted. So without much ado, let's go right into the video. Okay. So of course, before you get your going to practical, you have to do your provisional first and then theory. For provisional, there's no form of evaluation. You just fill some forms and submit some form of identification, and then within 2 weeks you get your provisional driver's license. I don't have mine anymore because as at the time they issue you your practical driver's license, they'll take the provisional. So I can show you guys what it looks like. Then afterwards, you go for your theory test. Now, my advice is book your date already. Like the best time to book it was yesterday. The next best time is today. Book your date already because most times the first date you see will be like 4, 5, 6 months ahead. You want to wait till you're ready to start booking? Book already. You might feel, oh, I don't have the time, I don't have the money. Oh, if you do not book, that time will never come out. That money will never come out. So book it already. You have to take the bull by the horn. You might have, I don't know how your schedule is, but you have to take this bull by the horn. I'm telling you, ask most of the people that got it. They didn't wait till everything was perfect before they did it. So that's number one. Book already. For your theory test, I have some resources that helped me. I went on gov.uk and I typed theory driving, and I can't remember how, but I just typed it and it came out. It's subscription based, so I think I paid £20 for 2 months, and that is more than enough. You have all the resources you need, mock test, everything you need to pass is there. I did it and I passed on my first attempt. Of course, I prayed. I can't do anything without praying. So on the test date, in fact, a lot of questions were repeated. Most of the questions I saw in my mock test on that gov.uk came out verbatim, word for word. I'm like, am I doing another mock test? It shocked me, but That's so God they run am, Abi. So anyway, that one passed, and then immediately practical. We knew that practical would cost a lot of money, but we booked anyway. We knew that practical would take time, and we didn't have time, but we booked already. So we booked, and the date we got was like I think 4 or 5 months away. And then we started shopping for a good instructor because me, I've been driving back home for over. I drove back home for over 10 years, so I thought I was an expert. I needed just 1 or 2 classes, and then I've got to do my practical test. But almost when I started hearing stories, I knew I had to rethink. So I didn't have a car at the time, so I had to get a driver, an instructor. The first instructor I got said I would need to book at least 20 classes. I'm like, I'm not a new driver now. I've been driving. Anyways, let me cut to the chase. I eventually got this instructor who God just used as instructor for and blessed us. And we explained our situation. I'm speaking for me and my husband, but I'm telling my story, right? And he said, okay, let's book. We do pay as you go. So some will tell you have to book 10 classes ahead. Some will tell you as you need it, you book. So we booked. We did the first hour, and the first hour was a disaster. It was a disaster because I think it's even better for those that do not know how to drive because you learn from the scratch. For people like us that have learned so many bad habits, guys, bad habit of always horning, bad habit of always driving off before trafficating, bad habit of bad maneuvering, bad habit, and then n- driving on the left hand side of the wheel. Meanwhile, here is right. It's we had to start unlearning all the things we knew and relearn new things, guys. Don't mind the notification. I'll attend to you. Just give me 10 minutes. I need to push out this video because I've been delaying it for too long. So the first class was a disaster. I was almost sitting in the cars by the right because I wasn't used to driving on that side of the road. And most of the time I find myself on the wrong side of the road. And the instructor would take the steering away, literally take the steering from me and adjust the car. And it was almost that was when I knew that I needed more than 2 classes. I'm like, am I joking? Anyways, the first I was almost discouraged by pray to God. I said, God, please, I can't spend this kind of money because I've heard people that have spent thousands on practical driving. I'm like, I don't have this kind of money. Thousands for me, thousands for my husband. No. So we started watching YouTube videos. So that is my tip number one: leverage on YouTube videos. And I can recommend two that I watched that really worked for me. One is the driving TV. Yeah, the driving TV, if I'm correct. Yeah. And then the other one is Clear View. Yeah, Clear View. If you see me looking at this because I've made some notes, I don't forget. It's that those are the two. I'll cross check and then put it in my description box so you guys go. You don't know me from Adams. They're not paying me for this, but I'm telling you, I'm giving them credit because they helped me. So I also leverage on those videos and augmented it with my theory, my practical driving lessons. Now, because I've watched those videos, I've seen mock tests for practical tests, for practical driving tests. I've seen the things that the examiners look out for. So we discussed it with the instructor and said, oh, for every time I have a lesson, we're going to focus on this, focus on this. So these are the main things we need to work on. And those things really worked. Number one, practice on your test route. This is a no-brainer because if you practice on your test route, on the day of your test, you'll be familiar with the route. It's like driving in your neighborhood. You know that feeling you get when you're in your neighborhood? You feel at home, you feel safe. So it gives you that relaxed feeling. So I was already comfortable with the road, not very, but comfortable with the route. So it wasn't strange to me. Another thing, oh my goodness, I can spend 1 hour on this one, being observant. If you know, you know. You can never be too observant. Oh my goodness. You park before you take off. You look. You see, my neck turned to tolo tolo. I was always looking. Look left, look right, look up, look down, trafficate, look again. I'm sure my examiner was like, this woman move now. What are you looking for? Omo. And then when I'm driving, every 5 to 8 seconds, I look at my side mirror, I look at my rearview mirror. I was always looking, and I wasn't looking like I was peeping like a thief. Oh. I would look and make sure the examiner knows that I'm looking. So I'll look like this. I was stretching my neck. Honestly, I'm not joking. I was like tolo tolo. So he saw me making all those observations because they want to see you observing. Keep observing. Observation. I said I can spend 1 hour on this one. Observation will save you. Number one, observation will save you. If you don't take anything from this video, take this one. Make the mirror your friend and over observe. Observe speed limits. The roads can be tricky. You can be driving on a 20 and on a 30 miles per hour, and the next thing you're already on a 20 miles per hour and you're still doing 30. What is in here? Oh? If you're on the 20 and you're doing 22 miles per hour, you fail though. Overspeeding is a major fault. So be observant. Watch out for speed limits, watch out for road signs. When you're on the road and you're supposed to turn left and the road sign says it's for people going straight, quickly find a way to go on the left hand side. But if you feel like going on the left hand side will cause panic or wahala, just continue going straight. That's another thing I've learned. Because when we're going and I was using SatNav, the SatNav lady was saying, at the roundabout, take the third exit and then take the next left turn and then the right. And in my mind, I'm like, what are you saying? I'm trying to observe. There's someone beside me that is monitoring what I'm doing, like a monitoring spirit. I'm doing all of this, and you're telling me left, right, left. I don't even know what you're saying. All I know is I'm not going to commit any traffic offense. I'm just going to keep going straight. So that was what I was doing. Whenever I don't remember what the sat nav said, I'll just keep going straight. I won't break the red light. I won't cross the zebra crossing, drive on zebra crossing when people are driving. I'll just maintain speed limit, do the right things, even if I'm not on the right direction, but just drive safely. That is the key word, driving safely. So 3 times I missed the sat nav directions. This is on the day of my exam. And still, I did not fail. Actually, I thought I was going to fail, but I did not fail because whenever I missed it, my examiner would be like, you missed your turn. And I'm like, oh, I did. I'm sorry. Please, can you redirect me? Don't be shy, you. Don't be shy. I'm sorry, you. Mabinu, please redirect me. And then he redirects me. And the guy, and that partner will always have a way of confusion. I think it's the trick. At the roundabout, take the fourth exit, then take the next left and the third right. I'm like, what are you saying? I don't know what you just take it one step at a time. But if I think I heard, I'll follow. If I'm not sure, I'll focus. Focus, I'll be going straight. And I did it 3 times. I think after the third time, the guy was like, I don't think this woman understands that now. Let's just put it off. I said, I will direct you with my mouth. So next turning, take left. Okay, I'll take left. Next turning to go straight. Okay. So that was why we did it. And another thing you should learn are the maneuvers. There are usually 4 maneuvers for the exam. One out of those 4 will come out. There's one called reverse bay parking. So you reverse into a bay and your tires must not be on the line. Forward bay parking, of course, like the name implies, you drive, into a bay forward. Then parallel parking to your left and parallel parking to your right. Parallel parking to the right, usually you have to cross over to the other side of the road and you have to park lower con. You know when Yoruba people say lower con? One hand, you park it, boom, like an expert. Not the one that you park, you go front, go back, and just, for every time you do, back, front, back, they're taking one minor for you, another minor. And if you have up to 15 minors, that's the fail. So, I think I got forward bay parking, very easy. Lower Komuko war, bah. So learn your maneuvers. That's one thing I did with the driver. So on one of the lessons, we learned maneuvers. Then they always tell you to do safe parking. So they'll tell you when you feel it's safe, park anywhere to the left. Now, don't be under pressure. You don't have to park immediately. If you feel it's not safe, keep driving until you find a safe place to park. You're going to learn that with your instructor. Even if you have a car, please, I'll advise you use an instructor. They know the tricks. Because my instructor said, look, you can drive, but I'm not going to teach you how to drive. I'm just going to teach you how to pass this test. So they know the tricks and they understand the route. So he took me through the route. So forget that you have a car and you can practice driving yourself. No. There's something that these instructors know that you might not know. And to save you the stress of having to do your test. So observe speed limit. I've said that before. Take deep breaths at interval, and I'll tell you why this is important. A lot is going on. Your nerves can easily get to you. You're observing, you're being monitored, you're under exam tension, and I've seen people hit the red light even when they know they're not supposed to, but because they're under pressure, things they won't have done normally, they did on the test. Did like people fail for this most silly reason. Let me use that one. So when you hear that people fail a lot, it's not because they don't know how to drive, but maybe it's their nerves, maybe it's just panic. So every time you get the chance, just take a deep breath. It releases that tension. It's as if you just started afresh. Just like so when I'm in like traffic light or I'm parked, if, and then like when they say find a safe place to park and when you're ready, take off. When I'm ready, I'll usually take like 3 deep breaths. I'm like, okay, I'm not ready. You see when I'm ready. I'll just give me a minute. I'm trying to catch my breath, and they're nice. So I'm just trying to catch my breath. Um, they're like, okay, take your time, and then I take off. So they're watching all of that. They know that you're nervous, and you know that driving when you're nervous is not good, and you're trying to be calm. They're taking note of that. You observing, they're taking note of that. And when you're observing, do like me. If you have to, don't mind me. And then also learn your show and tell. Show and tell is when they ask you to show them something in your car. Show me how, for instance, show me how you can tell if your brake is working. Show me how to tell if your brake lights are working. Show me how to use your wiper. All those things you have to learn them with your instructor. If you need to wear glasses, if you can't see from far distance, get glasses because before you even get into the car, they're going to ask you to read plate number far. And if you can't read from afar, you failed. Even before starting the car, you failed. So if you need glasses, wear glasses on that day. A night before, rest well. Watch those YouTube videos. Don't overdo it the night before because it will only confuse you. Do it weeks before. And night before, rest well. In the morning, if you have the test in the morning, um, eat. If you can't eat, take hot chocolate, something, because your brain is going to be taxed. And what else am I gonna say now? Pray, pray. Pray, I'm telling you, because God can show up for you. They said my test center had the highest fail rate, but I passed anyway. They said I had to book at least 12 classes. I only had 5 classes of an hour each, not 5 classes of 2 hours each. 5 classes of an hour each, and I passed anyway. They said so many things, but against all odds, I passed anyway. My first attempt, I got it. My first attempt. I'm making this video to encourage you that you too can do it. See, I only have one head. I don't have two. If I can do it, you can do it. It's okay if you've done it before and you failed. It's okay. It's okay. It's part of the process. But this next time, do everything and back it up with prayer. Let God show up and bless that effort. I don't even care if some people say it's best to do it in the morning, some say it's better to do it in the afternoon, weekend. I did mine on a Thursday morning, 9 a.m., and I passed. It doesn't matter what time or day. Just be confident, do your part, pray to God, and wait for the results. They said after 2 weeks I'll get my driver's license, but after 2 days, here it is. So now I'm a proud owner of a UK driver's license. So this is my testimony, and like I said at the beginning, this is dedicated to God. Yes, because He did it. I didn't. I was just a vessel He used to glorify His name, and I'm just here to tell my testimony. So hallelujah is in order. Congratulations is in order. There's something else I'm preparing for. I have a lot of story to share on this my journey, and it's not just to brag, but to encourage people because I know a lot of people going through the same thing, and it's just to encourage you that even behind all of this, there was sleepless nights, there was stress, there was a lot that went on behind the scene, and this is just the good parts. It didn't fall from heaven, so God sees your struggle, God sees what you're doing, and He's going to bless it. Just keep doing what you're doing. I have good stories to tell about this job I'm doing. I'm going to tell you guys a story. Wonderful job. There's something else cooking. I'm going to tell you guys. So I'm going to share this to encourage people. Okay. Now, if you feel this video has blessed you in any way, please give it a thumbs up. If you feel you like my content, please don't forget to subscribe. And what are your experiences? Please, I want to hear in the comment section. Please let me hear what was yours like. Okay. Um, Someone might just learn one or two things. What do I know? I don't know it all. After I did only 5 classes, so please share in the comment section. This video is getting too long, and I'm just gonna end it right here and say, love you guys, be good, and be blessed.